So now we're in the Millennium Falcon, where we have kind of like a shoot 'em up. And as you can see, depending on how many shields you picked up, you'll be able to take more hits here. And here you pretty much just want to avoid all the asteroids, which is not always easy to do. You want to try and get to the emptiest space where there's the less amount of asteroids, obviously, the least amount, which is not always easy. But yeah, like I said, the more shield icons you picked up, the more hits you'll be able to take. So it's optimal to get as many of them as you can. I believe there are 8 in total, but I could be wrong. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're golden. I think we're good. Okay, we made it. Just barely. Alright. And we've arrived on the Death Star. So we have a bunch of TIE Fighter just kind of hanging out. I suppose this is the hangar. Right? You see, there's the mountain gun guys. Just avoid them. I'm not even sure if you can destroy them, but it's not really worth doing. Just avoid them, just jump over them, or whatever you gotta do. Now we want to get down there, thank you. There we go. Yeah, crap, that was just sad. Some of the jumps in this game are very finicky. There we go, okay, that wasn't too bad. Alright, so this is kind of a maze of elevators. Luckily I know exactly how to get through here, so it's not going to be a big deal. There we have some Wallcrawlers. They like to fire missiles, but they're really not a big deal. We found the computer outlet, sir. Cool. R2-D2 should be able to interpret the entire Imperial computer network. Princess Leia, I'm afraid she's scheduled to be terminated. Well, that's not very nice. So now if you select R2-D2 in the menu, you can kind of see a map of the area, which I don't find to be incredibly helpful, but there it is. Okay. It's fun times. And we have this robot thing here, but I don't think you can destroy it. I never even bother doing it. Just go ahead and jump over it. Alright, so we want to take this elevator down. Yeah, like this is a maze of elevators. There's a lot of different ways to go. But luckily I know this area very well, so I should be able to get through it without much of a problem. It's good times. Whee! Just jump over you. Thank you for the health. I needed that. I need to get some health for Han. Good Stormtrooper. Get to slice you up with my lightsaber. And you die. And it's all good. I probably should have got that with Han, but oh well. It's not a big deal. Freaking Wallcrawler, just take him down. Here we have the tractor beam that we want to disable. You just get used to the pattern and then fire at the core up there with Han. It's actually pretty easy once you get the pattern down. You just gotta be very quick. There you go. See? It's not too bad. I guess you could consider that a boss fight. Kinda. Alright, Han, you did your deed for the day. And just avoid this dude. Yeah, I definitely recommend using Luke most of the time throughout this game. And down here, you want to enter the door on the right. first let's get some health with Han. There you go. Princess Leia. There she is. So now we can play as her, which there's never really a good point in doing so. The only time I recommend doing it is when you're like low on health with your other characters, and you just want to absorb damage with her. So I probably will be playing as her at least once, just to show her off. And I actually don't have a good point to do it at, so it'll be on one of the final levels. How's it going? Bam! Alright. Alright, Han, we can refill your health. There you go. Okay. Good times. Alright, Mark Hamill, let's do this. Stormtroopers? What do they think they're doing anyways, my question. I don't know why I went down there. It's not where we want to go. We want to go here. Another Wallcrawler. Now we're in a blue area. This area is rough. Lots of jumping, lots of those vacuum tubes and conveyor belts, and oh, that was just sad. More enemies that are invincible we can't take down, so I don't know why they're here, but they are. And it's pretty annoying. There's a mouth. Whee! Luckily Luke has such an amazing jumping ability. I can't believe I did that. Oh jeez. That was lame. Let's try this again. See, sometimes sometimes your momentum makes your jump take you too far, and it's just like, ugh. It's not a good thing. Look at that. It's crazy. Okay, this part's annoying. This part's not too bad, but this part you gotta jump just right to make it through. There we go. That's actually a lot harder than I made it look. But yeah. Whee! Watch out, dude. Oh, I didn't need to take a hit there. That was rude. What an incredible smell you've discovered. Let's get out of here. So obviously we're gonna be in the garbage chute now. Basically what you want to do here is just hit this enemy as he pops up, and it just takes one shot. There you go. Tell you, these bosses are fragile. They're fragile little flowers. This is one of the last levels in the game, and it is easily the hardest part of the entire game. That part, I've heard you can actually fly over. I'm just gonna go ahead and die. You can actually fly over without touching the platform, which will allow you to land on that platform safely without taking any damage, but I have never been able to do it. Never. So I'm just gonna be Han. I'll have Han take up that damage there. Like I said, I've never been able to do that safely. So, I don't know. I've heard it can be done, but I've never seen it. I've never been able to successfully do it, so I don't know. Alrighty then. Here you just want to fall down onto the ladder. Okay. Whoa. Whoa, yeah, you want to be very careful. I've never passed that part without hitting the spikes at least once. So we're gonna be Leia. Just to kind of show her off, if nothing else, just to have her absorb health, absorb damage, because we got to get through this machine, and I always take a number of hits from it, like every time. So I don't know. There's a 1-up though, in case you need it, which let's face it, you always do. Here we go. All right. So now coming up. We're coming up on their sentry ships. Hold them off. Angle the deflector shields while I charge up the main guns. So yes, now we're going to be in the Millennium Falcon, and this time we're actually going to be trying to destroy all these TIE fighters. And basically what you want to do is obviously destroy them and fire at the green projectiles they fire at you. Otherwise you're going to take damage. It's not pretty. Basically, unlike the Famicom version, in this game your shields are basically your health. You don't really use shields to protect yourself, so I guess in a way you kind of do, but yeah. And after this, there's going to be another segment of this on a different ship, the X-Wing or whatever it's called. It's actually a lot harder, so. Hopefully we'll be able to do it okay. Okay. I think we're doing pretty decent. Okay. That was fun. Not sure what that is exactly, but some kind of glitch. I don't know, but whatevs. I think we've got this. Yeah, a lot of times it's much safer to go after the projectiles as opposed to going after them. But yeah, I think we got it. That wasn't too bad. But I really hate the part coming up. We're going into the X-Fighter, the X-Wing, whatever you want to call it. Where things are a little bit different, but it's essentially the same kind of deal. It's just harder, basically. At least in my opinion, it's harder. Our HUD looks a little different, but essentially it's pretty much the same thing. The problem here is, well, what happens is a lot of the enemies will be like out of your range and they'll fire at you, and their shots can hurt you while being out of range, so you can't really do anything about it. You just have to bear it, basically. It really kind of sucks, but there's not really much you can do about it. But the good thing is your shots seem to cover more ground, so it's actually easier to hit enemies. It's easier to hit the TIE fighters, so that's pretty cool. Plus your shield gradually regenerates a little bit, but it takes a while. So if you're taking a lot of damage, it's not really going to help you much. So obviously the key is to do your best not to take damage, so your shields can start to regenerate. But it's easier said than done. Alright, we're doing good now. Alright, you see we got a little shield regeneration going on. It's nice. I like it. We're looking good now. Nice. Okay, we got through it. That can actually be really difficult. So here we have the final level of the game. It's kind of like the final level in the Famicom version. You just gotta fly through this. But the thing is, yeah, you have infinite ammo, but at the end, you actually have to fire your photon torpedoes, excuse me, at a little opening, and if you don't do it, but basically you die and you have to start over. So, you want to make sure you do that. There we go. Got it. Good stuff. Goodbye, Death Star. So there you go, that's Star Wars, the NES version. It's a pretty good game, you know, it's a classic NES game, has that classic NES difficulty, if you're into that. It's a pretty fun game, though. Final percentage. Final percent completion, 100. Yeah, so that means we did it. We did everything. Good stuff. The end. Good times. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I was just in a Star Wars mood. Maybe I'll do the Super NES Star Wars games at some point, but I'm not really planning on doing it anytime soon, but eventually I'll probably do them. Why not? So yeah, that's Star Wars, so hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys. Good stuff.